Hello fellow island riders, good to see you here today. Today we are out in between a little bit, between Wood Islands that way and Point Prim this way. It gets us down into this area of Prince Edward Island called Down East. And we're looking for a little bit of adventure today. And I'll tell you right now, I have a bit of a plan in mind, but really I just don't want to plan too much today. I want to just kind of see where the adventure takes us a little bit. And that's kind of what I want to talk about it as we travel through this Down East area. There's a lot of routes that we've unlocked, and there's a lot of points of interest in this area that take us between here and then Montague and move us out towards the upper east end of Prince Edward Island too. So that's what I'm kind of looking to get after today. I don't know what our ultimate destination is, but you know, I've covered our bases. I got the fly rod here just in case. No promises if we're going to be fishing or not, but man, oh man, you know, you never know. It is fishing season. It is spring. And I can already hear some of the sounds that make up the wonderful symphony that is the Song of Spring. So why don't we take and get on the KLR 650 here. Foxy's ready to rip. We've already been riding for about an hour to get down to this place, and we'll head our way that way, I guess. All right, let's get geared up. So this is I actually happened to find this road by chance. I was originally going to go to Point Prim and start us off there and get some nice drone footage of like the lighthouse and such, but then I like flaked or something and passed it. And I found this one called Pioneer Cemetery Road that's kind of in between. You can almost see the Wood Islands lighthouse off to the side. It's a beautiful little stretch. I'm surprised how well it's cut out, but it's just an excellent little end down there, and it's a nice beach walk if you want to go. So I recommend it. But spontaneity is going to be the name of the game today. I have a direction. That's pretty much it, like I mentioned. But after that, I'm just going to let, I don't know, like, I want to say adventure take the wheel, but we'll have to find out. But overall, we're headed that way. Let's just take this. Let's just get off this windy old highway to start out with. Oh, Gray's Road. I know this road. Excellent choice. Excellent. Gray's Road doesn't look like much right now, but it is quite a long little dirt patch that takes us into, I think, Murray Road, which is actually quite nice. And that could move us up north. Yeah, that gets us back in the direction. Let's push on this for a little while. Ah, what a nice little peaceful road this is. Much less wind too, jeez. And now, like I mentioned this a little bit before, but some of the best rides I've ever had on the KLR 650 have been just rides where I just haven't had a plan, and I've just gone around and kind of just, you know, let adventure take control of the bars a little bit. You know, I have a general idea like today, but like, there's a lot to be said for just going out and just letting the whatever happens happen, you know, because like take for example the shakeout ride. Like the shakeout ride was supposed to be an easy ride, but think of all the cool stuff that happened on that. Like they found the SUV, we got into a lot of bud, and it was actually really cool. So I think I love being open to that stuff. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. I'm going to really put it to the test today too, because I'm not going anywhere super interesting. Let me be honest with you. I mean, like, who knows what we'll find? Maybe we'll find nothing. Maybe we'll find something cool. Crawford's Road. Crawford's Road. Well, let's check this out. This is what I'm vibing here. It's a little rough, but definitely not as rough. You can tell that the roads are just drying up. Crazy. Wow, look at that antenna that tower just bent right over. You can tell the roads have dried up quite considerably since our last ride. We had a lot of dry weather, and actually we had a full week of rain, and it still managed to dry up to this degree. So nice. Oh, I love doing this, just kind of like meandering around old dirt roads. Just being present in the spring. You know, I remember I have a lot of great stories and a lot of great memories that, you know, occur in the springtime. For me, one of the best memories I have, I think, was when my dad and I, and shocker, right? A good story about me and my dad. Was when my dad and I decided to do the Little River, whoa, big stick, on the canoe in springtime. Now, if you canoe, you know springtime is a wild time to canoe. Everything is like, you know, very, very flooded, and it's quite dangerous. And I was pretty decent at canoeing. Like, I'm not like crazy good at canoeing, but like I was fairly decent at it. So we loaded the canoe up. We had a big old Coleman. It still sits underneath my deck, actually. And we took after the Little River. And boys, oh boys, did we ever dump her some hard. We lost all the beer in the river. We were able to scrounge up a few more, but after we got our feet wet, so to speak, we got focused. We hit the river again. And man, oh man, it was such a blast. And we got a little paddle down in this shop. And it just says the date that we went after it in magic marker there, or permanent marker. And I'll always remember that. It's a great time. There's the tower right there where we came out. So if we keep heading east this way, we might be able to still hook onto Murray's Road. That'd be a good time. Man, it's odd. Bluestone Dirt Road. This is super rare for PEI. You know, I feel bad. I kind of promised you the red dirt roads, but I guess we're on the blue dirt roads today. Or gray, whatever it shows up on the camera. There we go, back to some red dirt. What do we got coming up here now? Is this it? This is it. This is it. This is what I was after. Murray Road. We got lost here once. And it was a great time. Let's see if we can replicate that situation. Yeah, man, the Icon afternoon. I was really looking forward to this too. It's been a while since I've just gone out on the bike and just kind of enjoyed, you know, just exploring a little bit, you know, on my own, a little bit of a solo ride. I love it. Sure does look different, but still got that same fun to it. What's up in that? Oh, this is the pit. Is this all sand? Ooh, it's all sand. Whew. It is still a little fun. Maybe a little bit of fun in here, huh? Nothing too crazy. Fun. Alright, that's enough of that foolishness. Is it foolishness though if it's fun? I'll tell you about some foolishness though in the springtime. Holy smokes. Now I don't mind if you deviate from this video. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of pits here, jumpings. Lots of sand. Good place to practice the old sand game, huh? I think we'll leave it at that though. But yeah, if you want to deviate and do a YouTube search for a video, just search that's Confederation Trail. Just search Pollett River Run. Holy smokes, down by where I grew up in the Elgin area, there's a river called the Pollett River, and we've been there. We've definitely been there. I've taken you down to Elgin before, up through Gallon Mountain. And man, oh man, that used to be the springtime event. Anybody who's got four-wheelers and four-wheel drive, who loves mud, would go to the Pollett River Run. Look at the sand, man. This is great. Oh, this is such a great idea to get up here. Oh, I'm loving where this adventure's taking us, Island Riders. This is awesome. Oh, man, I love this. Oh, look at the pond. Pretty. But yeah, you want to see some mud. And so the whole idea behind the Pollett River Run is this. People would get together and create these makeshift rafts with like drums and like just whatever they could find, all makeshift, and then they would run it down the Pollett River. And like I was telling you about the little river, big sand, it was flooded, man, like super flooded. So like you were taking your life in your own hands. I'm not sure if anybody died from this, but I'd be surprised if, you know, nobody got severely injured. But I had a lot of friends that went down there. I knew like a lot of guys I went to high school with were like incredibly talented at like building off-road vehicles. Like they would take these like Fords from like the 80s, jack them right up, and they'd just be so awesome to look at. I was so jealous, really, like that they had that kind of skill at that age. But man, oh man, so cool. Yeah, definitely look up Pollett River Run. That's crazy stuff. Anybody who watched this knows. Andy from Salisbury probably knows. All right, where do we go now? We still want to head east, right? Oh, you know where we should go? Let's go to Valleyfield and see what the woodlot's like. Or we go there. Let's go there. Let's see what that's all about. This road seems to want to keep pushing us on it, so let's let it do its thing. Let's let adventure do its thing. Come on now. We don't need to overthink this.